In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a multiple booking on the software system. We've done a single booking already on one of the other videos, and this is when it's block booking, maybe Monday to Friday for a dog walk or home boarding for a week or two, and you just need one invoice for the whole of the booking. With the multiple booking, this is when you will invoice at the end of the month. So when your client perhaps works full time every working day, you're servicing the dog or dogs every working day, and you invoice monthly. So what we need to do first is select the client. I use this one. So this client's got 4 dogs, but let's tick that she's only got 2. These are only test accounts, by the way. None of these are real people. Next, we want the cost summaries. So for the 2 dogs, it's a walk-in for walking, and I'm going to select, say, £30 a day. Then next, we've got the date it was booked, which is, let's put in today's date. The invoice start date, so this is going to be for March. So what I'm going to do is put that forward to March the 1st and finish the invoice on March the 31st. The service, I'm going to select dog walking. Arrival and pickup time, I'm going to be arriving at 11 a.m. and the end of the walk is 12 a.m. or midday. Walk start time, I'll put 11 a.m. again. Duration of walk, 1 hour. We've got a colour code for this client, and now we go to select dates. So when we click on here, it'll give me the whole of March, and I need to fill in the days that I want. So what I'm going to do is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So in March, every working day, 1 hour walk in the middle of the day, and I'll select that. So now the dates have been selected. Next, select a pet sitter. Let's say that I'm not actually servicing this. I'm going to pass it on to somebody who works for me or subcontracts for me. So that's what I'll do. And then we click on next, and it brings you to this section. So here, this is primary set values for this booking. So that's what we've just put in. This is if you want a second visit for all dates or a third visit, but I would suggest doing it on each individual day rather than clicking anything there. So let's go down here, and let's say on the 5th, this client is going to be out from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. So she actually wants 2 or 3 visits. So what we do there, we can select a second. Let's have a second visit. And on the 2nd, let's have, instead of 11 a.m., we're going to go in at, say, 5 p.m. instead. And then we'll put a cost in for that. It might be different. Let's put £20 in for that one. So, and you can change lots of things on here. On here, Susan Bank is the pet sitter that I'm using. But let's say on that particular day, she's out. She can't do it on that day. So I'm going to select someone else. So I'll pick David Lewis instead. So he's going to do that day. So as you can see, every day for the booking is very flexible. You can change an individual price, time, who's doing the dog walking, second visits. So on there will be the dog walking visits for the whole of March. And here is the cost. So we've got a total cost of 650. This just reverts back now, this section, to as it does with the single booking, telling you how much I'm making for it, if you're given any discounts, need to add VAT, whether it's been cancelled, got any refunds. So down here, if we click on, you can either save and send a booking confirmation to the client. And if we do that, I'll show you here. If I save as a PDF on my desktop, this is what the client would receive as the booking confirmation, or I guess for you, this will be for yourself actually. And it just tells you per day what's being charged and the total. Let me come out of that section. That's it. The invoice itself, if we go to that, so this is the invoice that the client will get at such time that you do send it. And again, everything's listed. So if there was a query and she's thinking, oh, how comes it's that much? You're actually showing her every day and the costs involved for it. We've got the video on the invoice section, so hopefully you've looked at that and you can understand how this reads. I'll select a normal invoice, and I would suggest saving this. It just saves into your whole software system. So when you go back to your overview page or your bookings, you can see the invoices and whether they've been saved. So I'll save that. That's just saved to me, not sent to the client. If you want to send this straight away to the client, which you probably won't, you need to tick the box, email to client. And then at the end, when you do that, yeah, email to client, and then you can click on send and that'll go through to the client, but I'm not going to do that. Delete the booking, download the invoice to your desktop if you want to. And that's it for the multiple booking.